Hi, welcome back to Clean Home, Calm Mind. My name is Michelle if you've never seen me before, and whether you're returning or if this is your first time here, I'm so glad that you're joining me today. We're pretty much just going to jump right into today's video, which is an old classic, decluttering and organizing. So have you ever just felt so frustrated with clutter in your home that you almost feel like you just want to throw everything away and start over? Because that's kind of how I was feeling when I was filming this video. But when you or I get into one of those moods, we just have to remind ourselves that decluttering and organizing is a process. Some of the spaces I work on in this video I have organized before on this channel, which is frustrating, but it's also just, real life. There's always room for progress, and each time I declutter a room or a space, even if I've done it before, I feel so much better after. So obviously the first area I'm working on is this corner cabinet in my kitchen where I store all of my candles and wax melts. And another video where I worked on this will be linked below if you're interested. But I remember specifically in that video I mentioned eventually doing what I'm doing now, and that was like 10 months ago. So if you're putting off a project, don't feel bad, we all do it. But anyway, I went to the Dollar Tree and picked up a few things to use in a couple of places. I really liked these gray bins. They're a good size and pretty sturdy, which will be good since I'll be pulling them in and out quite a bit to get to the wax melts. I was hoping I would be able to fit 3 in the cabinet, but only 2 could really be squeezed in there.
Captured in a photograph. Remember how we used to sit in the vines? Yeah. Oh, I can hear you laugh it off. You always said mistakes.
So here I'm just separating out the wax melts. So one bin will have spring and summer scents, while the other will have fall and winter. I'm also consolidating scents if I can, throwing out some that are old, and my kids also pulled some out of their favorites to keep in their room since they both have warmers as well. I have a friend who makes these wax melts and candles, so that's why I have so many, and it is awesome.
Time, walls of paint that spells out your name. Yeah. You said you had to change your heart, that Albany just left you all the same. I could see enough to know you better up than sometimes it hits you when it's gone.
So as I went to pull the candles out, I noticed that there were more wax melts that I had shoved down in there. So I ended up pulling both bins out, doing some more consolidating, and my kids took even more, but I forgot to press record on the camera. So I am sorry that you have to miss that. But anyway, this looks so much better now, and I won't have to dig through every melt to find what I want.
Would you take my name, stay through the rain? Would we hold our ground? Could we hold our ground?
For the candles, I'm kind of doing the same thing that I did with the melts. So one side of the cabinet will have spring and summer, while the other will have fall and winter. I have some candles that are almost completely melted, so I'll give those back to my friend so that she can reuse the glasses. My daughter also joined me for a bit because I think it's a rule that if you're looking at candles for any reason at all, you have to smell them. And all of these just smell so good.
Do you remember how we used to sit in the vines?
Not long ago you got hurt, someone did you wrong. I can see it in your eyes, it's like your fire is gone. Across your face, it is written across your face. If you wanna talk, I'm right here, not gonna leave your side. Just feel free to open up when the moment's right. Across your face, it is written across your face. If you wanna go out, we can go out.
My bedside table is another area that I've been meaning to organize, but just haven't gotten around to. But today is the day and I'm going to get it done. So first things first, I'm going to get all of the random junk out of there and put that in its proper place. And then I'll play organization Tetris with the Dollar Tree bins to get it the way that I want. So in the end, it looks so much better and I feel so much better for having that done. I decided that I wanted to also have space for my Kindle, but I couldn't find it. So I grabbed this notebook, and I do want to keep that in there as well with a pen, just in case ideas pop in my head that I want to write down. But like I said, couldn't find the Kindle, so the notebook just kind of took its place. Okay guys, I'm almost embarrassed to show you this because I did this in another video and I swore I'd be getting the spice rack for the drawer soon. No, that was back in May, but I found this organizer for a good deal on Amazon, so I finally ordered it and now I'm getting this big mess of a drawer cleaned out and put back together. So I really like this set that I bought. It came with 28 jars and 340 pre-printed labels, which is great for someone like me who doesn't have a label maker or a cutting machine. And it also has 46 blank labels and a chalk marker. So if you have something not on the list or maybe like a spice mix that you made yourself, the labels can still look uniform and clean.
Still got your pearls hanging by my bedside. Still got your lips on paper in a trash now. I never knew love could be so sweet. I never knew it would sting. I never knew love like this would leave me in pieces. Oh, Emily, when did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us? Oh, but Emily, you are the part of me I feel.
So aside from the fact that this drawer was a disaster, I actually really like having my spices here. I did have them up in the cabinet above this one, but this drawer was almost completely empty and had like no use whatsoever. So I decided to move the spices from the cabinet down to the drawer, and that just cleared up tons of space up in the cabinet, which I desperately needed since we don't have a pantry.
You are not around, feels uneasy. Oh, Emily, when did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us? Oh, but Emily, you are the part of me I feel. It will kill me when you leave and close my door. Who said it'd be easy to be in love? Who said that the sun would always shine? I'm not sure you realize what you are giving up. When did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us? Oh, Emily, when did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us? Oh, but Emily, you are the part of me I feel.
Helpful tip if you decide to do this with your own spices is either, I guess maybe buy a set of spice jars that comes with a small funnel or get one yourself. I had every intention of going out and trying to find one and then forgot about it and then decided it didn't matter. So I ended up making quite a mess, but if you want to avoid that, do yourself the favor and get yourself a funnel. It will just make things a whole lot easier, and you don't feel like you're wasting spices that way.
It will kill me when you leave and close my door. Oh, Emily.
On my way down memory lane, you and me long time ago, and we were teens with tremendous dreams, always playing king and queen. We had set our minds to leave, face the world on wheels, cross the borders of Morocco, take a journey to Dubai, fight the pirates stuck in Disneyland Paris, take a swim in salty water, drinking stars and holy sun, and then we cross America.
Now that all the spices are transferred and labeled, I'm putting them back in the drawer in alphabetical order, so that way I won't have to hunt for a specific spice when I need it. I did put salt and pepper first just to make it easy, since that's like, you know, the universal spice that everybody's going to want to use. So that is first, and then I do go in alphabetical order, or at least as best as I can. I actually thought I had them listed put in alphabetical order before I actually put them in the drawer. Turns out I didn't, so I had to do a little bit of reshuffling. But either way, hopefully it will be easy to keep it organized if everybody knows that they go back alphabetically.
Disneyland Paris, take a swim in salty water, drinking stars and holy sun, and then we cross America. world on wheels. Cross the borders of Morocco, take a journey to Dubai, fight the pirates stuck in Disneyland Paris. Take a swim in salty water to this crazy melody. Oh, and then we cross America.
So this TV stand of ours we've had forever, and it's definitely seen better days. I'd love to get a new one that's like a little bit taller with more storage space. Not that this one is in terrible shape by any means, but I just really want more space to store things in our living room. But until then, I just need to clean it out and then create more space on my own. So after I clean out this kind of junk drawer that's basically what it's evolved into. I'm going to go through my DVDs that we have left. I got rid of a ton a while back because now most of the movies that we watch, we either stream or own through a streaming service like Amazon Prime. But there are a few movies that I still own on DVD and some that aren't even available through streaming services. So I'm holding on to those for now. But what I'm going to do to clear up those two drawers is transfer all the discs into a DVD case.
It's just another Friday in paradise. So bring your A game.
And as you can see, especially here, I have them separated out, these two drawers, just like regular DVDs and then holiday, especially Christmas movies. So as you can see, we have a lot of VHS tapes still, and I will not be getting rid of those. I don't even think we have a VCR anymore. But I've just had these VHS tapes since I was a kid, and it just kind of hurts me a little bit to think of getting rid of them. So I'll be keeping those. Whether or not they'll ever be watched again on a VCR, I don't know. But it doesn't matter. It's just one of those things that even though it really doesn't serve any specific helpful, useful purpose, you just can't quite get rid of it.
Up in here, got that DJ playing music, everybody wants to hear it. It's getting kinda crazy up in here, everybody wants a ride in the water slide. 3, 4. Baby, if you're looking for some crazy, I'll tell you everybody's standing in a line for the water slide. Take the roller coaster, and you know everybody's looking for a ride in the water slide. Water slide.
If I could hear my father's voice, he would tell me to move on. He would say I'll be just fine.
Since now all of my DVDs fit in this one drawer, there's a lot of extra space. So in this same drawer, I'm going to keep miscellaneous cords and remotes, Xbox controllers, whatever else, into this extra bin that I initially got for the wax melt and candle organization. But I know I've mentioned older decluttering videos of mine quite a bit in this video, and I'm sorry, but I think it's important to note the process and the progress of decluttering. Just because you've decluttered or organized a space before doesn't mean that it's always going to work for you. And so I feel like this video is just sort of highlighting that, because most of these spaces I have done multiple times. And as life goes on, things change. And so that's just kind of the way of it. So I ended up using these 2 extra drawers for board games that I wanted to move out of our hall closet and into here because it just made more sense to me. This is where we play our games. So I moved almost all of them here.
On your face, you told me about the hidden place, something in the atmosphere.
Thank you so much for hanging out with me today while I got a few areas in my house a little bit more decluttered and organized. I hope that this video was motivational to you and that you will feel like you can go out and just declutter a small space in your home as well, because I promise you will feel so much better. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys next week in another video. Bye guys.